Once upon a time, in a peaceful village nestled in the heart of a lush valley, lived a wise Buddhist monk named Li. He was renowned far and wide for his profound teachings on love and detachment. People came from distant places seeking his wisdom, hoping to learn the secret of loving without obsession. His teachings were rooted in Buddhist principles, which emphasized the impermanence of all things and the importance of freeing oneself from attachment to achieve true inner peace. He believed that love could be a powerful force for good in the world, but only if practiced with wisdom and without attachment. One sunny morning, a young woman named Lena arrived at the monastery seeking Li's guidance. She was deeply troubled by her inability to love without becoming attached. She explained to the monk how she had suffered from depression in relationships that left her feeling empty and lost. Li listened compassionately to Lena's story and then began to impart his wisdom. "Attachment, dear Lena, is like a heavy chain that binds our hearts and causes suffering," he said gently. "But love, when practiced wisely, can be a source of great joy and fulfillment." Lena was eager to learn how to love without attachment, and Li decided to share a story that had been passed down through generations in his monastery. But before doing so, he explained the fundamental difference between love and attachment. "First of all," Li began, "you must understand the difference between love and attachment. If you are in love with someone, it means pure love. You say, 'I need you to be happy,' and if that happiness includes me, all the better. If it doesn't include me, that's fine too. I need you to be happy in your life. That is love. In attachment, you say, 'You need to make me happy. If you can't make me happy, why aren't you making me happy?' That is called attachment." Lena nodded in understanding as Li continued. "My dear Lena, to love without attachment, you must first realize that everything and everyone is subject to change. Nothing in this world is permanent. Now let me tell you a story." And so, Li narrated the story of a couple named Arash and Maya. They were deeply connected by love and seemed to be the epitome of a perfect relationship. However, Maya fell seriously ill, and her health deteriorated rapidly. Arash spent sleepless nights caring for her, holding her fragile hand, and whispering words of love. He was attached to the idea of Maya being in his life and clung desperately to the hope of her recovery. But despite all his efforts, Maya eventually passed away. Lena listened attentively, her eyes filled with empathy for Arash. After Maya's passing, Li continued. Arash was devastated, sinking into deep grief and mourning her for days, unable to find solace. But then one night, while looking at the moon, a profound realization struck him. He understood that his attachment to Maya had caused the suffering. He had loved her, said Li deeply, but he had clung to her as if she were his possession, not realizing the impermanence of life. Li smiled and said that Arash had decided to honor Maya's memory by living a life of love and compassion. He began helping the less fortunate in his village, offering support to those in need. He found comfort in the act of giving and loving without attachment. Over time, Arash's heart healed, and he discovered a deep sense of inner peace. Lena was deeply moved by the story of Arash and Maya. She asked Li, "But how can I learn to love like Arash, without being attached to the outcomes of my relationships?" Li replied calmly, "You must cultivate love with an open heart, embracing the impermanence of life. Understand that all things, including relationships, are subject to change. Now let me delve deeper into Buddhist wisdom." And so, Li continued to share wisdom after wisdom, guiding Lena on her journey towards loving without attachment. Lena, captivated by Li's words, absorbed the profound insights on love and detachment. She realized that to love without attachment, she had to fully embrace the impermanence of life. Li continued, "You must cultivate self-awareness, recognize when attachment arises within you, and observe it without judgment, like a cloud passing in the sky. Recognize its presence and let it drift away. Also, continue to practice mindfulness in your relationships. Be fully present in every moment with your loved ones, enjoying the beauty of the present without worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. This is where the true essence of love resides. Lena was mentally taking notes, eager to apply these teachings in her life. Lee offered more guidance, emphasizing the impermanence of all things, including relationships. Understand this: nothing in this world lasts forever, and this includes the bonds we share with others. Let go of the illusion of control and possessiveness. Cultivate compassion. Focus on the well-being and happiness of your loved ones without expecting anything in return. Be altruistic in your love and actions. Your joy should come from seeing them happy, regardless of the circumstances. Practice non-attachment. Detach from specific outcomes in your relationships and allow them to develop naturally without trying to control or possess them. In this way, you will free yourself from the weight of expectations. Lena thanked Lee for his valuable guidance, feeling inspired and empowered to embark on her journey towards love without attachment. She left the monastery with renewed determination to practice these teachings in her life. Over time, Lena began to put Lee's teachings into practice. She learned to love with an open heart, appreciating her relationships without clinging to them. As she embraced impermanence and focused on the present moment, her relationships became healthier and more fulfilling. Lena's journey towards love without attachment was not without challenges, but she understood that it was a lifelong practice. Through her dedication, she discovered a profound sense of inner peace and a love that transcended attachment, a love that was pure altruism and eternal, just as the wisdom she had received from the venerable monk Lee. The moral of the story is that true love flourishes when we let go of attachment and embrace the impermanence of life, finding inner peace and altruistic compassion. And how do you experience love? Let me know in the comments. If you found inspiration in this story, support us by hitting the like button, sharing with your friends, and leaving a comment below with your thoughts or any Zen stories you'd like to hear next. And for more moments of motivation and tranquility, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom and enlightenment with us. I wish you to live in peace forever, and look forward to seeing you here on the channel, The Secret of Samadhi. See you in the next video.